Hello and good morning, Dr. Lee. We are from Group 3 who would like to present our communication theory assignment. Okay, for article review, we choose moral panic theory, and I am Nur Aisha binti Yusof, and this is my group member. So the reason why we choose this theory is because moral panic is reflected with our life. Okay, for the next slide is introduction, which is we choose moral panic. This theory was introduced by South African sociologist Stanley Cohen in 1967 until 1969, and the concept was developed in United Kingdom through a book published by himself. His book, it names Folk Devils and Moral Panic, become the basics in 1972. Okay, and this moral panic theory has pro and cons, which is on positive side. This theory spreading the fear. In negative side, this theory arousing social concern over an issue. And based on Stanley Cohen, moral panic occurs when a condition, episode, person or a group of a person emerge to become defined as a threat to social value, makes people feel fear about their health and economy. For example, like they feel fear about their health and also economy. Okay. Additionally, this theory has 5 features, which is who introduced us Ben Yehuda to complement Cohen's original model by providing a framework comprehensive of characteristics which symbol of moral panic, which is moral panic stand with 5 features, which is the first one is concern, hostility, the third one is consensus, and the fourth one disproportionate, and the last one is volatility. Okay, to conclude the introduction, the existence of this theory of moral panic has a lot of impact on society then and now, because the introduction of how to overcome moral panic has changed society view when faced with a problem.
Hi Dr. Lee, so before I start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Siti Naema Syahira binti Sulaiman. For the next slide is about theoretical background. The first is moral panic is a widespread, often unfounded worry that something or someone is endangering the security or interest of a group society. Second, it's based on ideas of danger, fear, and emotion operating within a social framework. This leads to aggressive action against a specific group driven by exaggerated fears resulting in mistreatment, negative labeling, or physical harm to the identified folk devil group.
Hi Dr. Lee, so before I start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Dia Jingying. Next is the culture for field, which it can learn to hatred to work, choose questioning, no. To address this, we need to parents recognition safety measure with challenging accessory field for media and culture. Lastly, regarding emotion security, moral panic can still public concern about issues like marriage and immigration.
Okay, for the next slide is about article review. Basically, in our group review, we examine 50 journals. Each member focus on 3 journals for their essay. From the 3 journals, so this is the next slide. Okay, so for the 3 journal I have chosen one to present. The title of this journal is Applying Moral Panic and Social Network Theory to Responses over Panic Buying During COVID-19. So for introduction, it's about how moral panic, so in introduction is telling about how moral panic and social network theory relate over panic buying toilet paper during COVID-19. And also, this article was written by Xu Juan Elizabeth Lee. She is a senior at Acton Boxborough Regional High School located in Acton, Massachusetts. Okay, so in body of the essay is about the media play a role in spreading praise like a toilet paper panic buying on platform like a Twitter, Facebook, influencing consumer to stock up the toilet paper. And also in body essay, Italian essentially examine how panic purchasing gained popularity during the COVID-19 pandemic with an emphasis on inflated reaction to shock taste of toilet paper. So in conclusion, in this article is underscore the rapid spread of moral panic through modern media, and it also, this article emphasizes the paradox of excessive response to a seemingly trivial matter like a toilet paper, even though toilet paper shortages are not as serious an issue like a personal protective equipment like PPE.
The second journal is about moral panic on LGBT issue evidence from Indonesia TV program. It highlights how the media portrayed the LGBT phenomena as not only dangerous but also as entities that shall be eradicated. The article delves into the classification of an illegal stamp as an internal problem specific to University Indonesia and explore the significant impact of this categorization. The article written by Dina Listarini, Donna Asteria, and Billy Sarwano. The body is that the media often portrays LGBT groups negatively using discriminatory action, language, and selective speaker choice. This portrayal contributes to framing the LGBT community as a threat to the nation, influencing societal perception in line with Shohan's analysis of media influence. The study analysis to TV episode from 2016, revealing how they present contrasting perspective on LGBT issue with society, moral value, and religious norm shaping the media narrative. Despite effort to present a more positive image, religious influence, particularly from Islamic group, exert significant pressure, making it challenging for the media to offer a balanced view. In conclusion, the ILC episode depicted moral panic regarding LGBT topics in two main ways. Firstly, they highlight the government rejection on LGBT existence, considering the group as a threat and advocating for stringent laws against them. Secondly, the episode suggests a connection between the surge in LGBT issue in 2016 and the increasing influence of right-wing Islamic politics. The conclusion proposed future research to analyze TV programs from 2017 and 2018 exploring LGBT discussion across various themes. This approach aims to use television shows to highlight specific LGBT situations, helping society stay informed about development related to LGBT issues in Indonesia.
The title of my article is The Concept of Moral Panic and this Used in Social Psychology. From introduction, the article authors are Natalia and Thomas. The article has two main goals. Firstly, to round the addition of social psychology to the concept of moral panic by examining relevant literature, and second, to address the relative lack of consideration of moral panic in social psychology, despite its extensive as exploration in sociology and semiology. The body in the article is Cullen aspect coherent moral panic concept focusing on two key aspects. Firstly, he underscored the moral dimension in social relation, sparking introspection and self-research. During episode of moral panic, second, Cullen also that this behavior is frequently interpreted as a symbol of broader social problem. There is side future develop cohort story by highlighting the introspective and interactive nature of social response to diverse social resistance be the social economy of moral problem round for the emergency of moral panic the parents active underlying social concern resulting in the source of panic the significant contribution of sensationalist mass media, the labeling of outside groups as fraud diverse and a series public declaration of trade research is introducing new moral panic. The core of the moral panic concept is colored in the new diverse story. This story unfolds into main stand. Rivalry story suggesting that individuals become diverse whereas labeled Assam and central story proposing that individuals become diverse due to their upbringing in subculture that encourages some behavior. The conclusion for in article is moral panic offers social psychology a framework to interpret and study events. Research can correspond by developing tools to study social risk, predicting intervention and preventing harm. The goal is to introduce and cure the concept, highlighting its potential to broaden social psychology research. Moral panic present ground for research application, especially in Italy. Challenging social psychology to fulfill stands counter exploration in uncovering social injustices.
The title of my article review is Moral Panic and Reading Elite Anxieties About the Media Effect, written by Frank Freddy. Okay, the focus of anxiety was not on any particular issue, but on the threat to moral authority posed by the media on the outlook and behavior of the public. This article also focused on panics about media, not the reaction to the content of media communication, but to its potential disrupt the prevailing moral order. For the body, Emile Durkheim referred to the new discipline of sociology as la science de la morale. In recent decades, the social sciences have become estranged from the domain of the moral. Next, the focus of concern was not so much on the content of the written text, but on the potential of the new medium of communication to disrupt the moral order. Perception of the media as intrinsically a potential threat to the moral order have played a significant role in the long history of moral panic. Okay, conclusion for the article review. For the social and moral reformers, the persistence of mass interest in potentially misleading of intoxicating literature was a disappointment. Their alarm was motivated by the belief that the reading crowd was likely to react emotionally and irrationally to the literature they consume.
I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Ivory Tempoyi and I will present my article, which it is written by River Baumgartner, Dr. Emma Colvin and Dr. Philip Birch, 2018. This article review is about the media-driven moral panic in the late 1990s surrounding individual drug overdoses and highlights the impact of media on societal perceptions. The research on moral panic's link to fear of crime reveals media sensationalism distorts views, extending to drug consumption and broader issues, emphasizing Stan Cohen's enduring 1972 concept. To sum up the connection between community perceptions of drug use and the ensuing fear of crime, reveals misconceptions about the true extent of drug-related issues. Moving on to the framework of moral panic implied in our article, which includes problem identification, media amplification and sensationalism, and stigmatized groups. Firstly, problem identification creates anxiety, often targeting a specific group called folk devils, leading to their demonization and social stigma. Next, media amplification and sensationalism exaggerate issues, creating stereotypes and escalating fears, impacting public uneasiness and potentially leading to increased surveillance or policing. Lastly, the stigmatized groups, also known as folk devils, defend against scrutiny and injustice, coping with societal judgment and sparkling conflicts with the larger society. As a result, this moral panic framework tends to understand and analyze societal reaction to perceived threats and helps to examine the dynamics and consequences of moral panic in society.
In conclusion, moral panic reflects society's amplified concerns and anxieties over specific issues or occurrences. It tends to exaggerate perceived dangers, often shared by media portrayal or societal fears, leading to an inflated sense of the problem scale. These panics emerge from an exaggerated belief that certain cultural behaviors of specific groups are significantly deviant and pose a threat to societal values and welfare. That's all from us. Thank you.